In a major international crackdown on organized crime, law enforcement agencies around the world have arrested 5 drug lords belonging to the notorious SUPERCARTEL. The cartel members were found hiding out in a remote desert hideaway in Dubai, where they had been running their vast drug trafficking operation for years. This major bust is a significant victory for law enforcement and could have a major impact on the global drug trade. So do subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this video for more informational videos like this. Without any further delay, let's dive in. The drug lords of the global SUPERCARTEL have been nabbed in a desert hideaway. After a long and intensive investigation, police have finally succeeded in capturing the drug lords of a global SUPERCARTEL. The cartel has been responsible for supplying cocaine to Europe, Asia, and the Americas for some time. The hideaway was located in a remote desert location, but the drug lords had outfitted it with all the trappings of luxury that one would expect from such criminals. Supercars, luxurious villas, and every amenity imaginable were all present at the hideaway. When police arrived on the scene, they were met with a hoard of cash, jewels, and drugs worth an estimated $50 million. The drug lords were clearly trying to keep their lifestyle going until they could find another hideaway. The capture of the drug lords marks the end of their reign over this international cocaine empire. They will now face justice in a court of law, where they will likely be given sentences that reflect the severity of their crimes. This successful operation also sends a message to other drug cartels. You may think you can get away with supplying illegal substances to people around the world, but eventually justice will catch up with you. This is why it is important for law enforcement agencies to continue their efforts to fight against organized crime and those who profit from illegal activities. The drug lords were responsible for supplying cocaine to Europe, Asia, and the Americas. The drug lords of the global SUPERCARTEL have been linked to supplying cocaine to major countries in Europe, Asia, and the Americas. This illegal drug trade has had a devastating effect on the lives of people around the world. These drug lords were allegedly part of an international network that supplied cocaine to different countries around the world. According to reports, these drug lords used their vast wealth and power to transport large amounts of cocaine from South America to Europe and Asia. In addition, they also supplied cocaine to North America, including the United States and Canada. The drug lords allegedly used their wealth and power to buy luxurious properties and items in various countries, as well as investing in legitimate businesses. This allowed them to stay below the radar and avoid capture for many years. In addition, the drug lords also employed armed guards and advanced technology to help keep their operations hidden from authorities. Unfortunately, this illegal trade has caused immense suffering to countless individuals around the world. Cocaine has been linked to severe health problems, increased violence, poverty, and other negative effects. The recent arrest of the drug lords is a significant step forward in the fight against illegal drugs. The drug lords were caught with $50 million worth of cocaine. It was a remarkable bust that took place in the desert hideaway of the global SUPERCARTEL drug lords. As law enforcement officials combed through the desert camp, they uncovered an astonishing amount of cocaine. In total, the drug lords were found with $50 million worth of cocaine. This huge haul has sent shockwaves through the international criminal underworld and has left many wondering how the drug lords managed to amass such an impressive fortune in illegal narcotics. The discovery of the cocaine came as a surprise to many, not least because of the location of the bust. Despite having made headlines before due to their activities, the drug lords had managed to remain hidden away in their desert base. It was only after months of intense surveillance and undercover work that law enforcement was able to finally track down and arrest the suspects. The drug lords are now facing charges related to drug trafficking and will be tried in a court of law. If convicted, they could be facing serious jail time and hefty fines. In addition, the seizure of the drugs may lead to further investigations into the activities of the cartel and its members. The discovery of this amount of cocaine also raises questions about other drug lords and cartels around the world. If one drug ring can manage to amass such a huge quantity of narcotics, what else could be out there? How far does the reach of these criminal networks extend? These are just some of the questions that have been raised by this arrest. It remains to be seen whether the drug lords will be brought to justice and what further revelations might be revealed about their activities and those of other drug cartels. In any case, the bust has certainly been a major success for law enforcement and a significant step in fighting against the illegal drug trade. The drug lords will be tried in a court of law. The drug lords of the global supercartel, who had been supplying cocaine to Europe, Asia, and the Americas, have been apprehended in a desert hideaway. Along with their capture came a discovery of $50 million worth of cocaine, which has caused an international stir as authorities scramble to bring the criminals to justice. The judicial process of the drug lords is still in the early stages, but it is expected that they will be tried in a court of law. They may face charges of criminal conspiracy, trafficking drugs, and money laundering, among other offenses. In some countries, such as Mexico, drug crimes can even lead to life imprisonment or even execution. In addition to facing criminal charges, the drug lords may also be subject to civil lawsuits. These lawsuits may arise from financial damages caused by the sale and distribution of drugs, or if an individual's health was adversely affected by the use of these drugs. The families of those affected by the drug lords may also file civil lawsuits against them. Furthermore, depending on the jurisdiction, there could be other criminal and civil remedies available to authorities and victims alike. For example, in certain jurisdictions, the proceeds from drug sales may be confiscated and redistributed to victims or used for public services and charities. Ultimately, the prosecution of these drug lords is a complex legal matter and will likely take many months before any definitive action is taken. It is important for the international community to pay attention to this case and ensure that justice is served. What are your thoughts on this? Do let us know in the comment section below. See you in the next one.